Hey all you Gearfax geezers out there, today I'm looking at a very nifty little drum machine. It's the Yamaha RY-10. I'm pretty excited about trying this one because it has something a little bit different to most of the others. It has a built-in speaker, so it's great to just sit on your couch or in your favourite chair and just smash out a few beats, see what they sound like, and then correct the fine details when you get onto your PA system or your amplifier and plug it in for some serious volume. And also the samples, they sound pretty good. So let's play our default rhythm. Whoa, looks like the owner before me has programmed in something pretty weird here. Okay, so we got bass sounds as well. FM slap bass there. Here are some more kit sounds. And along here, not only are these select buttons, but they're also a 16-beat sequencer as well. So we've got lights on the 1, 5, 9, and 13, and that would suggest that we have a bass drum beat. And if I press another pad, you'll see that they change. In this case, there are none of this particular sound. So I'll add some. And if we play our beat, and stop it, so we can hear that we've added all those tom-tom sounds. Let's take them all out again. And see what else we've got. Okay, so it looks like we've got not much more than just a bass drum beat. Maybe a couple of other sound effects from down here. Okay, so let's stop that and add a snare drum. Looks like I've just recorded those hi-hats that I put in there. Didn't mean to do that, but it sounded pretty good. So where was that snare? There it is. Okay, so we've got a completely blank row of red LEDs there. If we press 5 though, and 13, then we should end up with a nice rock steady beat. There you go. So very easy to program. Just looking across the top here, apart from programming our own patterns, we can do a series of songs as well. And I'll just pan across here so that you can look at all the editing features that we have available. So we've got step recording and live recording, obviously tempo changes, bass sounds. We can change our time signature, and we've got transposing and octave changes for the bass, as well as transport controls. As far as I can see, there are 2 bass sounds. And octave control there. So on here we can see some stats, including the notes of the bass, whether or not we're going to cycle through our loop. This is song number 1, part 19, in other words the live position of where we're playing. And you can set changes between rhythms. In other words, your fill-ins and changes of the songs by setting these pattern interchange points. And we get a live representation of what we're seeing as well. And of course we've got our demo tune. So that may have sounded a little bit quiet and tinny, but bear in mind it's just a tiny internal speaker. If I hold this up, you'll see there is a volume control. I find that a little bit over halfway is a good place to have it. If you turn it up too high, it will distort, and again, that can be a pretty cool sound sometimes. But anyway, to hear the clean sound on the small speaker, that's about where the volume is optimal. There's the headphone socket right here. On the back, we've got a switch that will turn the internal speaker on or off. So there might be times when you don't want that speaker sounding at all. That's your master switch for those ones. These ones are your left and right outputs, 6mm TRS, and another 6mm for an input, and then a stereo input as well. So those are auxiliaries for any external music that you want to add. Over here, we've got a socket for a foot switch control. That could be really handy if you're playing an instrument and you want to activate your rhythm halfway through a song when your hands aren't free. And then we've got MIDI out as well. And then we've got MIDI in as well. No MIDI out socket for this one. And there's our power input and on-off switch. And of course it can run on 6 AA batteries. With a machine like this, obviously it would be a huge oversight if there was no battery power. Okay, and that is my review of the Yamaha RY-10. I really like it. It's a nice little machine. It's a good size, very portable, very easy to use, and it just has a whole lot of great sounds on it. So here are some links to some other drum machines and maybe some other devices that I've reviewed in the past on Gear Facts. Hope you guys can subscribe or leave me a comment or click like on the video. That would be awesome. And I'll see you next time on Gear Facts. Yamaha RY-10.